Have their books open to page 46 already. And it says construct XY congruent to AB. So the first thing we need is a segment AB. So put a segment AB on your paper. Use your straight edge. And we're trying to do a segment XY congruent to it or the same size as it. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, let's just measure it, draw another one the same size. That is not a construction. A construction must be done with compass and straight edge, no numbers. So don't look at the numbers today on your ruler or protractor. We're not using the numbers. The first step of copying a segment, draw a nice long segment to build it on, like that. Step 2, grab your compass, pivot from one end of the segment you're copying, set it to the length of the segment. Hopefully you have your compass set just right so it doesn't flop, and change so that you can take that setting, bring it down, and mark an arc showing just how long we want. The book said we're calling that XY, so let's put a X over on one end and a Y at the arc mark. You might be tempted to erase the little extra we have there. No. You might be tempted to erase the arc. No, that's part of the work. Or wants to see the work. Number 8. The number 8, we need to make a segment BW. BW. It has to be twice as long. So I'm going to build a big, long segment to work on here. And I need BW to be twice as long as AB. Is there any ideas in the audience? How could I make a BW twice as long as AB? There's nothing out there. What do you think of this? Take your compass, set it to AB, mark that off once, mark it off again. Oh shoot, extend the segment. And let's call that our BW. Huh? That'll be twice as long, won't it? That'll work. That'll be your number 8.
So,
2 AWs fits on a VW. 2 ABs fits on a VW. Number 9, we want a DE that's as long as a TR and a PS. They have a sample TR and PS there, so we need to have a little TR and a PS to work with. So we'll make a little TR. Looks like PS is somewhat smaller. That's what's there already to work with. And we have to make a segment that is equal to TR plus PS. Well, I suppose we'll make a big segment to work on. So many constructions start that way. It's just a floor to work on. Any ideas from the audience on this one? My Jordan.
Measure the TR protractor and then make an arc.
TR with the protractor. Got it.
Or, no.
Jordan says TR.
Yes.
TR, got the TR. Then Jordan, what will you, I do with that? Where do you want me to do that?
Put that in endpoint. And then,
Mark that much off there.
yeah.
And then
And then measure PS.
PS. And what to do with that?
Put it at the arc.
From the arc,
Yeah.
that much more. And then Jordan, coach me for the finish here. Where shall I put my D and E?
D at where you started, so the first endpoint, and then E at the second arc.
Nicely done by Jordan. Good job, Jordan. Excellent. Number 10. Oh, if it's backwards, it can't find me.
Well, you're back to where you break the beam with it. So when you came back from here, you can just swing in.
I get it.
Follow your beam.
So if I go like this, it's good. If I go like this, it loses. Yeah.
It's working off the board because it bounces off the board. It knows that too, so it's.
Got it. All right.
That's what you teach in the two-step, right?
Yeah.
Number 10. We need to do a QJ that's TR minus PS. Think about that. Who wants to go on camera with an excellent suggestion for TR minus PS? My April. Ma'am, how would we do that?
I think what you should do is you should just take the measure of the TR and put it at your answer.
TR.
Not too fast.
Okay, I'll do that, April. Gonna set to TR. And then you wanna mark that off up here on this segment, April?
Yeah.
Yeah. So mark off that much. It's getting close to the end here, April, is that gonna be okay?
Yeah.
She said okay. And then?
Label it Q. Yeah, label it QJ.
Well, it's gotta be TR minus PS.
Oh, so then you.
Can't be done, can it? Jordan, how does she want to finish?
Okay, so you measure PS,
Set my compass to PS, got it, got it.
and then go to the endpoint T. Mark it. And then go set your compass from the arc to R. And that's your answer.
What do I do with that? What do I do with that?
Put it on an endpoint and mark it. Arc.
Yeah, made it so it wouldn't slip. Now it won't even come out.
Oh, it's cool.
Oh, that was real close. Good job, Jordan. How should I letter this, Jordan?
QJ.
QJ. Excellent, excellent. I would like to say that in my other classes, each class figured out a way to do that that was different. One class went like this. Mark, mark as she began, and then PS back. That would work, wouldn't it? Another class went like this. Mark as April began, and then PS next to it and put the Q and J there. It's also good. Let's go on now to the next one. Whole new idea in number 11. Number 11. You need to have an angle C weighting. So for number 11, use a straight edge and make an angle C. This would be there already on your quiz or test. So you're getting it ready for the question which says, copy it. Construct an angle D the same size. Draw a line to build it upon. Grab your compass. And make an arc through your whole angle C. You may be asking, how big should I set it? Big. Get it out there a ways, but don't go off the end. Jordan? If you don't have a good operating compass, you have to go to my junker drawer and try to build one. You need to keep this setting, the setting that you used to draw this arc, right in front of me, really. They don't do that for Jay Leno. Nobody walks in front of me. Top right drawer.
Top right.
This arc should match this arc.
Oh.
Now, reset your compass to the cut-to-cut size there. That's the opening. Set it to that. And backslash from the floor cut. Right there. Now I think you can see the finish coming. You're going to take your straight edge and draw from the arc crossing back to the end. Don't erase any of the arc marks, they're part of the work. I look at them to decide if you did it right.
Wow. I think it.
Number 12. Number 12 says that you have to make angle F twice as big as C. Just draw a line to build it on. Number 12, we have to make an angle twice as big as C. Go get this same arc that you had earlier. Reset to that. carry it over, and go from the floor up plenty far, because this is a double. We want to make it twice as big, so go plenty far. Then, as before when we were copying, see, set to the opening, the cut to cut opening. Bring that over here from the floor cut. You thinking what I'm thinking? We need a double. Ah, there's where it's got to be. And this is supposed to be called what? F? I think they said they wanted angle F to be 2 times as big as C. Time out. Number 13. We have to construct a perpendicular bisector of AB. So we better draw us a new AB. You want to leave some space above and below this AB. We need the perpendicular bisector now. Grab the compass. Set at one end, I'm on A, and stretch your compass over half. You may go all the way if you want to, but then you need plenty of room above and below. If you don't have that room, just over half is good. I'm going to do just over half because I want you to know that you can do that. Arc above, below, from both ends. Crisscross, crisscross. You need the same set for all 4 marks. Same setting, and it must be over half, more like 3/4 or the whole thing.
How did you do that crisscross?
I did the crisscross like once above, once below the middle. Hold the setting, other end, cut back above and below. Crisscross, crisscross, once from each end. And I think you see what's coming. You need to connect those with the straight edge. Now I need you to know you did 2 things at once here. We did the perpendicular bisector in half. Let's mark that. Perpendicular bisector. That construction was a double header. Kind of did 2 things at once. Number 15.
Well,
No?
14.
14. Thank you, John.
No problem.
The ever alert John Steinhaus. Isn't it just going to be the same thing? This time we have to bisect a TR, so I'm going to tip it. I'm just going to tilt it. Because I can do that on the test. On the test, I might have you bisect a level segment and then bisect a tilted segment. You're probably thinking you're way ahead of me, right? You're just going to turn your paper. Good. I want you to be able to think of stuff like that. That is allowed. Can't tilt the board, but... Alright, we're going to do it the same way. We're going to crisscross from both ends. When I was doing this one, I went above the middle and below the middle. Some people have a little trouble with above the middle and below the middle when it's tipped. I can kind of see it's out here and out here. I don't know, not everybody can see that. But the worst that can happen is you just have to extend an arc and go back, make it a little longer so they'll cross. Oh, good. Yeah, caught that one right in the middle. If you don't catch them, go back and extend them a little longer. It's not that big of a deal. But make sure all your arc marks are made with the same compass setting. Now, John, can I do 15?
If you want.
Thank you. Thank you. Number 15. Can you read that, Brianna? What do we have to do?
Draw Q angle PQR, then construct this bisecting.
Whoa. So I have to draw a PQR. That's okay. It's going to be all right. PQR means the Q has to be there, you know. And then Brianna says we have to bisect it. That's the last thing that we have to learn today. We had to copy a segment, bisect a segment, copy an angle, and bisect an angle today. And then this will complete our learning. Bisect an angle. Grab your compass. Make a nice arc right through your angle. Like that. This setting you do not need to keep. We're going to pivot from, just to show that, do not need. Then we're going to pivot from the cuts and go criss, cross from